The loudspeaker, if you look at the loudspeaker, it's like a car. In a car, you have a good
Okay, they
engine,
can
you
hear
have a
you
gear.
now.
Yeah, you have an engine, you have a gearbox, and then you have the chassis itself. The chassis is the loudspeaker enclosure. The engine are your drivers, and the gearbox is your crossover. Now, if these three things are gone, your loudspeaker is dead. And then one day I sat in the market and I saw how people were coming to buy parts. You know, I've done a lot of research. There was them I was always going to sit down in all the big markets. I'll just sit down there and I'll just watch. And I saw that we could replace parts with even better parts because there were loudspeakers that were brought in when we investigated. Some of the components were not up to standard, and so we started doing what we call the upgrade. And so if your speaker passes through me, it means that I will upgrade it and make it better. Then after a while, we got into building of speakers. Now, how do we build speakers? How do we bring these speakers together to make sure that even Nigerians too can build this stuff? I'm sorry, I don't know if all of us here are Christians, but for me, I'm a Christian. For those of us who are not Christians, I know you understand what I'm saying when you have these moments when you have visions and you begin to see things. I was in a program one day when I began to see loudspeakers. I thought I was running mad. You know, I began to sketch, and all the speakers I sketched at that program, it was a Nathaniel Bassey concert, and all the speakers I sketched at that program, I've built all of them today. Now, how did I start? I made sure that I was bold enough to present my case. A lot of engineers, we are not bold to present our cases. Some of us cannot even defend the kind of loudspeakers we use. Some of us say that, oh, this loudspeaker that we have gotten, it will not do us good. I have DJs in Nigeria who use my speakers. I have people outside Nigeria who use my speakers, UK, Ghana, all over. You understand? And so I began to experiment. What do I mean by experiment? The best way to experiment is to copy. Do you understand? And so what did I do? I went and I began to read manuals. I began to read specifications. And that's where audio engineers in Nigeria need to think again. I remember there was a time I was building loudspeakers, and a certain big brother in Nigeria came to me and said, which specifications am I using? Which